Okay, in number 18, it kind of looks like a tricky question when you read it. But what's the easiest thing to do is the easiest thing is to just plug in some numbers and see what works. All right, so it says the sum of integers m and n is always going to be an odd integer. So we know that we're adding m plus n, and we want the outcome to be odd. All right, so let's just think of, okay, maybe what would happen if we do these things. So f says m is an odd integer. So let's just say that m is odd. So let's say m is 3 plus n is not odd. So that would give you 5. So yes, that works. But it doesn't say that n couldn't be odd as well. So what if n was 1? Well, then you would get 4, and that doesn't work. So just m being odd does not mean that it's going to work. So the same would be true if just n was an odd integer. All right, so let's kind of skip down to h. And again, I usually start in the middle and see if that works. And then I'm going to go from there. So h says our m plus n. It says m and n are both odd integers. Well, let's see. If they're both odd, all right, we can look at our 3 plus 1 example. Well, that's going to give you an even number, and that does not work. Okay, so we know that that one, h, is out. Okay, let's look at j. It says m and n are both even. Well, let's think about that. If they're both even, 2, 4, isn't that going to give me also an even number? Yeah, it is. All right, so lastly, let's look at k. K says that m is odd and n is even. So m is odd, let's say 1. N is even, 2. Well, doesn't that give me 3? All right, we looked at the first one. All right, m was odd, n was even. That gave us an odd integer. So this is the most specific answer that we could have. And so we're going to have to answer that k is always going to work.